What's up YouTube? Back again with another new video, and yes, I have read several of your guys' comments about wanting me to physically be in my videos again, and in this video I am, kinda, sorta, but anyway, today I will be going over a few of my personal essentials for the upcoming winter months, many of which have been provided by today's sponsor MNML. I browsed the site to see if anything they currently had available matched up with the essentials I plan to show on my list, and they definitely did not disappoint. All the items shown on body are currently available on MNML's website, but they won't be there too long. If you click the link in the description, you will get early access to their upcoming Black Friday sale a few days in advance. It'll be 20% off the entire site and free shipping, so you definitely won't want to miss out on that. Starting off first on this list, we have cargo pants, and like I've said in the past, I personally prefer a more traditional fitting relaxed pair of cargos as opposed to a super skinny modern fitting one, and the minimal ones I'm wearing right here definitely have the desired fit and structure that I'm looking for. I would say if it's your first time buying cargo trousers, it's best to purchase an inexpensive pair as opposed to dropping a lot of money on a designer pair that you could potentially not even like. I do expect these ones to sell out pretty quickly, so if in the event they do, there's also this H&M pair I bought earlier in the year that is a bit baggier but also has the right look to them. I'll show a side-by-side comparison with the minimal ones on the left and the H&M ones on the right. As far as colors go, I would personally go with your kind of more discreet colors like olive, black, and gray. I'm not too big a fan of the rainbow camo Rothko ones because they're just a bit too loud in my opinion, and they just remind me of all the SoundCloud rapper memes. And yeah, they're just personally not my style. I think your best bet is to go with the more traditional colorways. Next up, we have something a bit different from the usual Sherpa lined outerwear pieces I've talked about before, and this time instead of Sherpa lining, I'm looking to rock full-on Sherpa and or faux fur type outerwear. I just really like the look, and it's something I've personally never tried out until recently, and the item I'm wearing right here is called the Sherpa Trucker, and it's honestly one of the biggest surprises for me so far. I wasn't sure how it was going to look in person, but it's quickly become my personal favorite winter go-to, and it's insanely cozy, which is key for the colder months. It has this really soft, like, silky feeling lining on the inside and these unique looking massive buttons. It's also available in the salmon color that reminds me of Cameron and an off-white cream color. And this is a pretty unisex trend, so there are a variety of women's brands as well that offer something very similar. And once again, it's best that you try out one that is more inexpensive as opposed to just dropping like $2 grand on Essence for one that's really expensive, because this is something that is very kind of on trend and you may not even like it like a year or two from now. So it's always best to kind of dabble into things on the cheaper side before diving straight into that really expensive garment. Next up on the list, I wanted something that was lighter than a Sherpa coat, but not too light like some flannels and other shirts are nowadays, and that's where the corduroy, denim, and flannel work shirts come into play. Work shirts are thicker than most like normal dressier shirts I see on the market as of late, and can be worn as an outerwear piece as well as be used for layering under a coat if you choose to. I would say if you're going to utilize it as an outerwear garment, it's best to go a size up or buy one that's already oversized, but if you're going to be wearing it underneath jackets, go true to size for a snugger fit. The one I'm wearing right here is an oversized small, so it fits a bit closer to a medium, but a more true to size fit is personally what I was looking for in regards to this item, so it works out just fine. But like I did say, go your true size so then it is oversized if you do get this piece, because then you can wear it as more of an outerwear piece unless you want to go kind of my route and keep it a bit more fitted. Next up, we have the Denim Varsity jacket, also referred to as a denim baseball jacket by some brands, and this is a piece I've wanted since last winter, but still haven't gotten around to purchasing. The last time I had one of these was a very long time ago, like I'm talking like kindergarten time frame, And your best bet with these is to buy a vintage one from a thrift or possibly eBay as well, because a lot of the modern ones that I've seen are way too fitted, and these look best with baggier, wider sleeves. And if I do manage to cop one soon, I will definitely show it in a future video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. So sneakers are great, but for the winter I would highly recommend getting a pair of hiking boots and or leather combat / biker style boots. I think hiking boots are a really great look that some people aren't really giving a chance. I've seen people on Instagram roast the Supreme Timberland collab ones that are dropping soon, but Timberland and outdoor brands have been dropping way nicer looking ones for a while, so just to judge the whole kind of like trend off the Supreme one is kind of unfair, and sometimes it is good to try things out of your comfort zone. But if in the event you want to play it a bit safer, you can't go wrong with leather combat boots or a traditional pair of Doc Martens, or in my case I have a vintage pair of Harley Davidson boots. Also, random question for y'all, is anyone else in their 20s or so having somewhat of a quarter life crisis and want to buy a motorcycle? Because lately I've been feeling that itch, so you might see me in boots more often. And yeah, that should be a very interesting thing if in the event that ends up happening. Now, that completes my winter essentials list, but there are a few more items from Minimal that I really want to show to you guys. And right here we have their web belt, and like I've said, Aleeks didn't invent this style of belts, contrary to popular belief. These tactical style belts have existed in the military for decades, and Minimal, just like a variety of other brands, have put their own spin on them. They offer these in a wide variety of different colorways, and it's only $10. Honestly, that price is insane because that even undercuts the ones that are available at surplus stores, and I would recommend going with the black or olive drab. But if you're feeling like you want to bring out your inner Tekashi 6ix9ine, you can grab one in one of the brighter colors. Next up, we have the side bag, and honestly for $36, just like with the belt, it is an absolute steal. The hardware on this bag feels nice and heavy, and all the zippers open smoothly without issue. I went with the black one, but there are a lot of other colors to choose from, and I would highly recommend getting this bag because quality-wise, it definitely competes with the ones that have way heftier price tags. I mean, $36, and when you add the discount on top of that, like, come on, like, you really can't go wrong with it. Lastly, of course, we have a denim trucker jacket, which at this point, just like the Ford hat, is definitely a part of the how to dress like Alex&Zevallos starter pack. I went with a size small in this because it was advertised as a relaxed fit, and I wanted to be tighter than my usual truckers, and I'm pretty happy with the fit. This wash is lighter than what I'm usually used to, but thankfully it's not too light, and the overall structure is solid, and it has very mild distressing throughout, which adds a touch of detail without being too in your face like giant holes and rips would be. And you already know how I feel about like giant holes in clothing. Not a big fan, but this very mild touch of distressing on the jacket is just fine with me. So that completes this video, and a huge shout out to Minimal once again for allowing me to show some of their pieces that match with items on my winter essentials list, as well as some others. Make sure to click that link in the description to shop their Black Friday sale in advance. Things will definitely sell out quick, so do not sleep on this. Also, if you have any questions with regards to how certain items fit, I will be in the comment section to give you my personal sizing information. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all the continued support, and yes, Offensive Streetwear number 2 will finally drop next. I promise. Thanks for the patience. Peace out, YouTube.